Hi there, me again. I need you guys to explain something to me, right? So, Karmelo Anthony, black kid, killed Austin Metcalf. Black people and whiny liberals got behind him and gave him $500,000 for this. Now, Karmelo Anthony is home playing video games, feet elevated, living his best life with $500,000 richer. Austin Metcalf is dead, gone, buried, never to see him again. But now a white lady called a black kid, the N-word, and she was recorded and it was put out on the internet. That black kid went home to their parents. The white lady went home, been getting threats and threats to unalive her ever since. So she decided, well, now I need to move my family out of this area. I need money. I need help. Yeah, so she put it out there asking for help, and now she's got, what, $600,000, something like that. And now the same people who gave Karmelo Anthony...
Yes, in 2025, if someone told me that I'll be sitting here talking about race, I would say it's a lie. Now, the situation is turning into something else extremely concerning. I've been talking about Camilo for about 4 days now on this channel. Shiloh here is training on social media for simply defending her child. A lot of people are getting annoyed, putting out videos upon videos about the situation because she's raising money. She wants to relocate because she's getting a lot of trade from different people for using the N word.
I called the kid out for what he was. Then she claimed that members of her family are being attacked, and her personal information, including her address and phone number, has been leaked. You aren't being attacked, Shiloh. You are being called out and held accountable because you called a little 5-year-old boy the N-word. And accountability feels like an attack when you're not ready to acknowledge your toxic behavior. Now, Shiloh concluded her message by asking for funds to assist in protecting my family and potentially relocate.
Same people who gave Karmelo Anthony $500,000 for Austin Metcalf. They're upset about it. So, like I said, I just need someone to explain because I'm not understanding why they're so upset. Like, I get it. She was a horrible person for calling a kid the N-word. Would I donate? Never. Do I condemn that behavior? Absolutely. But Karmelo Anthony took the life of Austin Metcalf. Black people, or racist black people, rejoiced about it and gave him money for this. And so did white liberals because they just hate everybody. Simply called this kid the N-word out of frustration. She can't control herself. Horrible. Ugh. Now her life is in danger according to her. She asked for help. She got $500,600,000 somewhere there. But the same people who happily gave her money is now mad because they want this lady to die as well. Your hypocrisy is showing. That's all I'm gonna say. Yalala.
I believe you had hung. Sometimes I often agree with people when I see that they are inspirational. Now, taking a look at this video, I want you to understand exactly what is happening.
So a white woman defends her child from being bullied in a park, is recorded by a man who was arrested for what? And y'all are outraged at the mom for using a word? A word. Y'all are doxing and threatening a woman because she used a word to the point where she needs to ask for help to relocate her family? And this is the world we live in? A mom defending a word hurts y'all so much. A word that y'all use every day. A word you use in music every day hurts you so much that you decide, a mom defending herself. And then the person that recorded it, where's the parents at to the child? Have they came out? Have they told us why their child was in the park by himself? No. Y'all won't hold that person accountable. Y'all just want the kids to run around and tear shit up. This is what I'm talking about. And I'm glad that white folks see this shit and are helping this lady. Let's get out.
So you mean to tell me a little child, a little boy, goes into somebody's backpack at the playground and takes out, it looks what appears to be a fruit pouch, and the mother of the owner of the backpack sees the child, calls him the N-word, tries to hit him, I guess, and then you have somebody at the playground seeing the whole thing unfold, and he starts recording the lady, and she starts calling him the N-word, a little boy. He looks like he's like 5 or 6. And you mother go out and support this lady, giving her hundreds of thousands of dollars on a fundraiser website because she's in the fear of her life. How does that work? Did y'all see this video?
The child? Did you call the child? So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old the N-word.
How many times have y'all seen a kid go into somebody else's backpack or something, touching somebody else's stuff on the playground, or they know it ain't theirs, but it's like they just curious, they want to touch it, they want to see what's in the bag. And then if it's a parent, you're like, "Oh, honey, what are you doing?" Like, "Oh, that's not your stuff." You just address them in the normal way, like a parenting way, a loving way, not like, "What the F are you doing, you little NIGGA?" And so all that was warranted for whatever he took out the backpack. It looked as if it was a fruit pouch. I don't know what else he could probably could have touched or took out or whatever, but it's like she just was probably ready to call the little boy out his name. And then I give kudos to the guy who stood up for the child. I don't know if it was his dad or whatever, but that's just crazy to me that this lady, all out in the open, holding her own child, teaching them to stand, is calling this little kid the N-word. Like, it's just crazy to me. And if you haven't heard, her name is Shiloh Hendrix. It's her name. She lived in Minnesota, somewhere in Minnesota. But, like, what is going on? Like, it's clearly a little kid, not even a teenager, not even a grown person, a little child under the age of 10. And this is how you want to treat them. Can't wait to say some negative shit. Can't wait to just call somebody out their damn name. But now you're fearing for your life. You want to move. You need help relocate. And then what kills me is these comments, bro. They kill me. Y'all kill me for this. Y'all crazy. Crazy. It's some sick people in this world. Sick people. So what we need to do is run it up for him. We need to find the parents to this little boy. We need to run it up for him and his family. Because this is insane. It's just crazy. This lady almost raised $400,000 in overnight. And what else is crazy? I was on this on Instagram or whatever, and the little Miss Michigan girl, she was furious as well, because she's just like, I'm trying to raise money for Flint, Michigan. She tries to do fundraisers.
What get me offended is the fact that people are taking these two situations, putting together. They are taking Karmelo and this, putting as the same thing, because we had people of different colors. Now it is like competition, raising money. They are now setting a GoFundMe for this other kid, this black kid. Yes, I decided to allow this video to this level so you can understand exactly what is happening on both sides. We have seen people coming out to support this lady. We have seen others supporting the kid. At a certain point, when I look at a situation like this, race-related topics always turn out to be something else. And to me, it gets me irritated when I see it. I don't want to talk about race issues, but when I see a situation like this, I'm forced to. People are calling out, "Oh, conservatives are supporting this lady." Look into the situation. Now, they want to create a GoFundMe. Black people want to create a GoFundMe. In fact, Libras, I should say it like that, to support the other side. This lady raised money because she want to relocate. She's receiving a lot of messages, thread. In fact, a lot is happening to her. So she want to relocate. Some people say maybe this was just an arrangement between the two. The guy filming the video. They just had to make people feel like something was going on.
Worst possible interpretation. Austin is a is a racist, which, by the way, there is zero support for. Some left-wing loons got that going on X, and I hope you all face defamation lawsuits. There's zero support for that. But let's just go with the worst case thing you could imagine, where Austin Metcalf said something racist. No one's alleging that. And that Karmelo Anthony got upset and said, yeah, I'm not leaving. Serious bodily harm. If that is not what's about to happen to you. Here is the police affidavit in support of the arrest. Anthony later told responding officers he was defending himself, explaining, quote, he put his hands on me.
Art, I want to put this in perspective for you, Art. Karmelo Anthony is 160 pounds. Rest in peace. Hunter is 2.
Yes, Dr. Ma is crazy. If you're not subscribed, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, share the video.
My phone out my hand, try to grab my bag, try to throw me out. The media is making you think it's only one. But guess what, Art? I've been text messaged by eyewitnesses. I have received text messages from eyewitnesses. And you know what they told me, Art? They said both brothers tried to jump Karmelo. Both brothers tried to jump Karmelo. This was not a one-on-one fight.
That's the only thing.
Has been overwhelming. The lies in their amplification.
This is not going to end. Right is right and wrong is wrong. All good.
If you see any clips after this, that is just for the YouTube algorithm.
What if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense because kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one until you look at the facts.
Because she's fearful of what might happen to her.
Followers for anything, and then the
Registration Act is
talking about this man kill.
My summary of the first 100 days is that
If film and TV productions continue to
First term, and you will be very.
Somebody has to say it, so let me be crystal clear.